Welcome to Tales and Proverbs in English and Yoruba.
You're welcome to Tales and Proverbs. Our last episode was in Yoruba. It was exciting and it was fun. Today, we'll be telling you a story in English. My name still remains Adeyemi Favor. I am your narrator for today's story. Today, we'll be looking at a wonderful story. Have you ever heard of the proverb, "The end justifies the means"? Let's consider the story. There is a powerful village named the Talako village. This village is as powerful as anything you could describe it with. Powerful to the extent that it ruled other villages with influence, with power, and with indirect rule. This village has great soldiers. But there is another village that is as powerful as this village. In fact, more powerful. They are the only threat to this village. This village is referred to as the Madawa village. The Madawa's village is the most powerful village. While Talako is the second most powerful village. Ultimately, whenever they engage in war, Madawa village always wins. It brought a great concern to the Talako chiefs, who sought for solution on how to defeat the Madawa village. The king's brother, who happened to be his favorite brother, sought the chiefs and the king and said to them, "I have a solution to the problem at hand." And they asked him, "What is the solution?" He said unto them, "I have heard of an army college abroad, and if the village would sponsor me to this army college, when I come back, I will be able to wage war against the Madawa village and overcome, having learned a lot of skills and diverse means to wage war." The king and the chiefs gave it a good thought and said, "This is a brilliant idea." Immediately, they gave him all the resources needed to go to army college, and he did travel. After 2 years, he graduated from the army college abroad and came back to his village. He came with battalions of soldiers. When he arrived, the villagers were happy. The king and the chief were excited that now they could defeat any village or anyone that rises against them. But in the heart of the king's favorite brother, it was not so. He intended to take power away from his brother and from the chiefs. He gathered his army and said to them, "I will organize a feast, invite the king, the chief, and all the powerful men in the land of Talako. And immediately I leave the meeting, we should attack and kill every one of them." On this fateful day, he did organize the meeting and carried out his planned attacks. The soldiers immediately entered into the event and killed every one of them that are powerful, both his brother, who happens to be the king, and the chief. It led to an uproar in the village. This has happened. It has never occurred before. This is a forbidden thing that has happened in our village. As soon as the king's favorite brother crowned himself the king, he began to do greater things in the village in order to shape the mind and the belief or the perception of the citizen. He began to do greater things in the village, construct new roads, provide water, and pour just to change the mind of the villagers. He said to himself, "Well, I've got what I want. Irrespective of the means I got it, I have it." But in the heart of the villager, despite all he did, it doesn't amount to anything. It doesn't change the fact that what he did was bad, and there is nothing he can do to change that fact within them. The favorite brother, who happens to be the king, lacks legitimacy, what we refer to as quality of being fair and acceptable by the people. He lost the war, but he won the battle. He got to the throne, but he lost the people. Because of the issues and uproar in the community, the village was not at peace at all. He lost the right to rule. And because of this issue, there was no peace in his reign. There are issues from the left to the right, all over the community. This made his reign a short while. He died, and his name was forgotten. Yeah, listeners, thank you, and I hope you enjoyed this wonderful story. It teaches us a whole lot of things. Even despite one may say, "Yes, I got what I want," but the question is, how did you get it? Well, in our current dispensation, many are not after how you got it, but you have it. This is a critical thing we must really look at. You may get that thing through unlawful or illegal means, but it may not bring peace to you at the end. Well, one may say, "Yes, I would rather enjoy the moment than suffer for long." But what if that thing will bring suffering even at the moment and even for long? We must remain steadfast and dedicated to what we do to get what we want at the right way and at the right time. There is no shortcut to success. Inasmuch as we are consistent, deliberate, intentional, we will be able to do the just at the right way and at the right time. The end justifies the means indeed, but it may bring lasting suffering and issues for one's life. Do things in the right way. Now we've come to the end of today's wonderful program, and next week we'll bring to you an amazing story in Yoruba. I hope you prepare for that. I still remain your humble narrator, Adeyemi Favor. See you next week. Bye bye.
Join us every Saturday by 8 a.m. on this channel, Tales and Proverbs.